And as a matter of fact, last year, this research study was published that was instrumental in what's going on. And so the goal of this study was, it was a study created in China. They started in 2015, and they were going to follow kids for a 5-year period through 2020. And what they originally wanted to do was, hey, let's look at the trajectory of the 5 years and see, and we are going to take children who are 6 to 8 years old. We're going to give them 1 hour of digital e-learning activities, and we're going to compare them to the 9 to 13 years old. We're going to give that older group 2.5 hours of digital e-learning activities, and we want to see which group develops more nearsightedness. That was the original intention. What ended up happening was that because of the pandemic, especially last year in the first 6 months of the year, they decided, well, you know what? Let's compare the first 4.5 years of the study when there was no pandemic, and we'll compare it to the later 6 months of the study, which was the first 6 months of 2020, and we'll see if there's a difference in there, because now we had this last 6 months with the pandemic and the confinement, and we'll see. And curiously enough, what ended up happening was that the group that was 6 to 8 years old, so all these kids did definitely have a progression in the nearsightedness, but the 6-year-olds had a 3-time-fold change in their nearsightedness compared to the 9 to 13-year-olds. The 7 to 8-year-olds had it 2 times. And so even though, like I earlier said, the older kids did more e-learning, it wasn't as much about the e-learning as it was the combination of the digital devices with the age is really what the instrumental piece of this ended up being. That the younger a child is using a device, the more that it's going to advance the development of the nearsightedness and definitely impact their overall development. So this was a really, really valuable study and very timely. We were already on the concern, and that's why this study was in line, but the pandemic just kind of, made it for the perfect situation. And so it was of great value.